Okay, so for our last video, we're going to be doing trigonometry and area. So when it comes to finding the area of regular polygons, we think of the term what is regular. Regular just means equilateral and equal angular. Equilateral means that all sides are the same length. Equal angular means all angles are going to be the same amount. Okay, but when it comes to finding the area, the formula is area equals 1/2 times the apothem, which is A, times the perimeter, which is P. Okay, sometimes we have to find the perimeter or find the apothem, but if we have to find the perimeter, we take the side length that we've been given and we multiply it by the number of sides that shape that we're talking about is. Okay, so let's talk about the parts of a regular polygon. So we have the center, which is the orange one. It's the center of the circumscribed circle. Okay, then we have the side and vertex points where the two sides meet. Okay, the central angle, okay, this green part, is formed by two consecutive radii. So when we bring two radius down, and a radius is the distance from the center to the vertex, okay, we bring two of them, we form a central angle. The radius is just one of them, and that's the distance from the center to the vertex. The apothem is if we go to the center and we go directly straight across to the side, that would be the apothem. So in this first one, we are going to have to find the apothem and the perimeter before we can solve for our area. Okay, so this one's a little tricky, but it gets easier as we go along. Okay, so for number one, it says find the area of a regular pentagon with side 8 centimeters. So the first thing to do would be to draw a pentagon, right? Pentagon has 5 sides. Okay, let me switch to a different color so you guys can see a little bit better. Let's go green. Okay, so we have split it, right? 8 centimeters all around. That's a pentagon. So the perimeter, I'm going to take the side length. So for the perimeter, I take 8 centimeters times the number of sides. The perimeter is 8 times 5. So the perimeter is 40 centimeters. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is find the central angle. So we split the two radius down, the radii, right? Going to form our central angle. So we do 360 divided by the number of sides, which is 5. 360 divided by 5 is 72 degrees. But we need to find the angle for 1. Okay, so we're going to take 72, divide it by 2, and we get 36 degrees. Okay, but we are trying to find our apothem. So I've split this in half, right? Apothem is this bar going down. So we have the apothem, right? And we know that half of 8 is 4. 8 divided by 2 gives us 4. So we have 4. Okay, so now we're going to use this. So I'm given the apothem, which we're missing for, but we're solving for it, okay? So we're going to take the tangent. Tangent of 36, right? That was our degree. That's our x, okay? Is equal to 4 over a. I'm solving for a, so I multiply by a to both sides. Okay, so I get a times the tangent of 36 is equal to 4. Divide by the tangent of 36 to both sides. So a is equal to 4 divided by the tangent of 36. So let's solve for that in our calculator. So we're going to take 4, divide it by, hit tan of 36, close the parenthesis, hit equal sign, and I get 5.5. So a is 5.5, and we're going to put centimeters. Okay, now I have my a. I have my a and I have my p. So now I'm going to plug it into my formula. So I have the area is equal to 1/2 times our a, which is 5.5, times our perimeter, which is 40. So I have 0.5, which is 1/2. 1/2. 1 divided by 2 is 0.5, times 5.5 times 40. When I multiply all these together, I'm going to get my area. 0.5 times 5.5 times 40 gives me 110, and that's centimeters. And we're talking about area, so it's squared. That would be our answer. Okay, let's go to the next ones. These are a bit easier. So when we're finding the area of a regular octagon, this is 8 sides. Okay, they give us the apothem, which is 4. So first step, A is 4. Perimeter was side length, side times number of sides. Okay, so I have 8 centimeters times 8 sides. So the perimeter is 64. Okay, so I have my A, I have my P. Now I'm just plugging it into the formula. I know A is a half of A times P. So 1/2 times 4 times 64, which is the same thing as saying 0.5 times 4 times 64. 1 divided by 2, again, is 0.5. So when I multiply all these together, 0.5 times 4 times 64, you should get 128. Oh, and this was meters. Meters, and then it's squared. Okay? Remember, you can pause the video at any time so you can copy everything down, and you can replay the video as many times as you need. Okay, and send me any emails if you guys have questions. So for number 3, we're dealing with something that's going to be called side angle side, or SAS. Okay, so we have 2 adjacent angles that form a triangular piece of land. One side is measured 412 feet, the other one is 386 feet. The angle in between them are going to be 71 degrees. My goodness. We need to find the area. So we're given this side angle side to find area, and this is the formula. We're going to take a half, which is 0.5, times the side length, which is 412 feet, times the side length, which is 386 feet, okay, times the sine of the included angle. So sine of, and our angle is 71. And I'm going to put it in parentheses like this so I make sure that this gets solved. Okay? So, in your calculator, you're going to put everything in parentheses. Okay? So you have 0 in parentheses, 0.5, parentheses, 412, close the parentheses, 386, and then close the parentheses, open it, sine of 71. Close the parentheses twice on that one. Okay, I hit equal sign and I get 75,183.86. Okay, we'll round it to that. And this is feet squared. That's the area. Really big one.